So functions. Functions are the most important topic of programming. What is a function in programming? This is a piece of code which we can call again and again. This piece of code you didn't need to write again and again. You need just for one time inside a function, and you call the function anytime you need this piece of code. So this is the function. We will do a lot of with function, so stay with me. How can we define a function? For the definition of function, first of all we write the def, then after the def we write the function name, and inside the small brackets sometimes we put argument, but sometimes we don't need arguments. So like here I'm creating a sum function like def sum inside a b is the argument. We need two numbers for the summation, so therefore I put two arguments in the sum function, like we a to 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2 are the numbers which are stored in the ab variables, and the ab variables are here in the arguments of some function. Some here I have mentioned some functions may be without arguments. I have already told you this. Now we are creating a sum functions. These sum functions will be helpful while creating a simple calculator. In the simple calculator we will use, you will write a project, this is your project, and you will write a simple calculator. You will use the different functions. You will write a function for the sum, you will write a function for the subtraction, you will write a function for the multiplication and for division, and we'll call these function inside the conditional loop, which are conditional statements, which I have already told you that what is the conditional statements. So I'm writing here the summation function, that how you will write a summation function. Going to hands on with the summation function. First of all I will create a sum functions. Here you can see I am commenting first line that the functions is a piece of code which we can call again and again, and we don't need to write this code for many times. We just write a code and we call them. First of all I am defining a function by def. Let's suppose I am creating here the sum function. Def sum is my functions, and x and y are the two arguments inside of the sum. So after indentation, 4 white spaces, I created a variable z and stored the some value of x plus y inside the z. So after printing z, we will get the result z. So below I will call the functions I am calling, but before calling I am commenting for your understanding, that you will understand the code. I will give this code to you. So here I am calling sum inside the 3 plus 5, and it will give the result of 8. After running, click on run, and you got the result 8. So this is a bit of code. You can call this again and again as many times you want to call it. You can call it very easily. The calling of the function is not a problem, but define it correctly. So 67 and 32 will 8, and it's 99. So this function is working very properly. As you can see, again I am calling it. Hopefully you will like this. Get it? You understood this? Hopefully. X and y are called the arguments. I already mentioned you, again for your understanding or for your remembrance. Okay. After some functions, we are going to hands on with the subtraction function. This is same like the summation function. Take two arguments, subtract one from other, and put the result in a variable and print the result. And thus after definition, just call the function. You will get the result. As many times you want to call, as many times you will get the result. So now we are going to hands on with the subtraction function. First of all, I am defining a function. I am defining a subtraction function. So df Sub is my function. It needs two arguments, x and y, and here I'm defining, I'm changing the variable because I already used the x and y, so I am entering the a, b as arguments. Here you can see that I'm the storing of the result, subtraction of b, a minus b. I'm subtracting b from a and putting the result in c. After this I'm writing a print statement. This is subtraction of your number, comma c, and I will need to call this function, so I'm writing here sub. First I'm calling the sum functions which we have already did, so 2 comma 3, and after that I'm calling the subtraction functions which in way I am giving the arguments 5 and 3. It will did both the works. First it added 2 plus 3, and after that it get the result 5 plus 5 minus 3, and we got, this is the subtraction of your numbers, which is equal to 2. And I'm writing some print statement with the sum functions. Here you can see this is summation of function is equal to 5, the subtraction of your number is equal to 2.